So in this lesson, we're going to go ahead and talk about simplifying rational expressions. I know it might seem a little hard, but we're going to go ahead and go through this. And the way I'm trying to set these videos up is where you can actually progressively watch them as they get harder. So we're going to start with one that's I'm not going to say easy, but it's just a little more simple. So first we have x squared plus 5x minus 14, and that's over x plus 7. Well, the main thing that we want to understand to do first is to factor. Factoring is going to be the key. So we want to look at anything to see if we can factor. Normally I like to look at my numerator first. So I'm going to go ahead and do this in another color, and let's look at x squared plus 5x minus 14. Okay, so we know that we draw the x, and we have lessons on factoring if you don't understand what I'm doing. You drop down the 5, so I'm going to put the 5 here, and I'll put the 14 right here. Okay, good. So now when we do that, we want to go ahead and see, we're going to put a negative 14, and this would be a positive 5. So we want to find two numbers that multiply to negative 14 and add to 5, to positive 5. So let's see, I know that 7 times negative 2 multiplied gives me a negative 14, which is what I'm looking for. But also, 7 plus negative 2 actually gives me the 5 that I'm looking for as well. So here I know that my two numbers, and we're going to use the two numbers, the positive 7 and the negative 2, we put them right here. Those are going to be the numbers that are going to factor. So if I rewrote this, and let's go back to our green again. If I rewrote this and I did x plus 7, and it doesn't matter how you write it, you can write it any which way, and x minus 2, I know that I just factored this, and I got the x's by taking the square root of this and setting two sets of parentheses. Watch the lesson on factoring that we have, and you can see actually the x factor, he teaches you a really cool lesson. And then we put that over x plus 7. So now that's over x plus 7. So the main thing that we want to do now is see if we can cancel anything out. Well, if we have an x plus 7 here and an x plus 7 here, they cancel out. And the cool thing when you're dealing with simplifying rational expressions that a lot of teachers actually won't tell you is that chances are something will always cancel out. Now there will be some times where it does not, but for most of the time something will cancel out. So now you're just left with x minus 2 over 1, which is just the same thing as x minus 2. And that would actually be your answer for this problem.